It's Portland Bulldogs boys basketball on WPPS, brought to you by the Portland Public Schools. Promise, prepared, and empowered. Now we send you to the broadcast booth with Steve Schwartz and Frank Myatt. Good evening. It's January 3rd, 2023. Happy New Year here from the Expo. Steve Schwartz along with Frank Myatt, joined once again by Mike Hoffer from the Forecaster of the Press Herald. Well, here we go. Oxford Hills is ranked number 1 and Portland is ranked number 2. But there seems to be a world of difference in these two teams, at least on paper, because Oxford Hills has 3 players averaging double figures a game, 20 and a half points for Tegan Pelletier, 15 points a game for Cole Pulkinen, and 10 points a game for Harold Shaw. And for good measure, Elias Soren is averaging over 10 points a game over the last 3 games. What does Portland have to do tonight, Mike?
Well, you know, it's not an impossible task. Portland did beat Oxford Hills here last year when Oxford Hills was en route to the state final. But this Vikings team, they know their time is now. They lost to South Portland in last year's state game. They have some really familiar names that won a state championship in football back in November. They come down here knowing that they feel like they're the team to beat. But in this region, as we've seen, there's really a lot of teams to beat. And Portland's seen most of them. Portland's beaten most of them. Most notably that buzzer beater win the other night up at EL, which was a great victory, I think, for confidence. But you know, Oxford Hills, I think all the other coaches feel like Oxford Hills is at a little higher level. They've been unbeatable so far. We'll see if that remains. But if Portland keeps playing the way they have and getting contributions from everybody, they've got to like their chances here tonight.
Well, let's talk about Portland. They only have 1 player in double figures this year, Patia Donato, close to double figures in rebounds. It's really an all-around team effort, but they're a rather low-scoring team.
That's right, Steve. So far, it's rare that you see a Joe Russo team that's really not pouring in the points, especially a pressure team. But really, that pressure that they're running this year does slow the game down a little bit. We've seen 2-2-1 full court. We've seen 1-2-2 half-court zone presses, full court man. I'd expect to see full court man-to-man tonight. Try to make Oxford Hills run all 94 feet of this full-size NBA court. See if the Bulldogs can wear them down. An ugly game will be good for Portland.
The Bulldogs pulled out a very exciting junior varsity victory at the last second. Mike, I have to ask you, when you interviewed Joe Russo after the last game, he said, well, we're not really planning on winning that game. Do you believe that?
Well, that's a great point. I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, he kind of hedged his bet saying, you know, we don't expect to win, but we want to find out how we match up and how we compare, and we'll learn for the next time we play. You can't take everything that Coach Russo says at face value. Remember, he said earlier this year after losing to Lewiston, they weren't going to win a game for a long, long time. Instead, they haven't lost one for a long, long time. You know that the Bulldogs came here to win tonight. Whether or not they can remains to be seen.
And we'll bring you all of the action in a moment.
Faculty, staff, and students, we welcome you to Portland High School and the historic Portland Exposition Building. Tonight's game between the visiting Vikings from Oxford Hills High School and our own Portland High School Bulldogs. Starting lineup for Oxford Hills Vikings. Starting at guard, number 2 at guard, senior Cole Pulkinen. Starting at the other guard, number 10, the junior Tegan Pelletier. Starting at forward is number 13, the senior Elias Soren. At the other forward, number 42, Shannon Bickford.
Bickford has hit a few threes this year.
Holden Shaw.
It's a jam-packed lineup. They can certainly score, Frank.
Yep, absolutely. There's a high-powered offense. As Coach Russo has been saying all year, they are the consensus favorite in AA North, and it's really a scrum after them. Kevin Ruger-Beerwood picking up the start for the Bulldogs, coming off his heroics at Auburn last week.
Number 10, Lemmy Joe
Jowani, just his 2nd game for the Dogs. Transfer from Deering.
That fantastic player.
Brady Tower.
Senior co-captain Brady Tower.
Number 2, senior Kennedy Charles. Next guy outfield forward position number 14, senior Patina Donato.
That's a nice lineup with Jesse Kamas and Drew Vayu and Sam Esposito and Pepito Garamgisha as subs. What a good lineup.
Rise, remove your hats, focus your attention on the American flag as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
So the first day back to school after a vacation, and promises to be a very exciting game, Frank. Not a huge crowd here from Oxford Hills, surprisingly, because you would think they travel well. They are a great school with a great tradition. We go up there to a football game, and you're liable to see a bonfire, and the head coach is Scott Graffam, the very experienced coach. Shane Slicer is the JV coach. First team coach Pat Carson. Assistant Joe Offiero. The athletic director is Kevin Ryan.
And they may not have a big crowd. They do have a big starting lineup, Steve. Cole Pulkin is a small man at 6 foot. Then Tegan Pelletier stands 6'6". It's Elias Soren 6'3", Holden Shaw 6'5", Tanner Bickford 6'2". So definitely the size advantage to Oxford Hills. Coach Russo, on the other hand, going small, keeping Kamas and Vayu on the bench to start.
And Oxford Hills controls the jump. Soren over to Pelletier.
Yep. 2-3 zone for Portland off the tip.
Pulkin, it's a very, very explosive team, Oxford Hills. Inside. Yeah, wide open. Oh, on the alley-oop, and Patia Donato on the miss. Gets the rebound. Here's Brady Toer on the right side. Let's see, it looks like a man look here.
Yep, that's correct. Man-to-man so far. Good look.
And the rebound comes to Tanner Bickford. Up court, Pulkkinen around the horn. Oh. And the wide open man for the three doesn't hit. Brady Toer, he's got 2-on-1. And oh my gosh.
And no call. Wani thought he got hacked on the layup, but the turnover evens the score anyway. So it'll be Bulldogs ball.
So Rugabira to Brady Toer will bring it over half court. Kennedy Charles, the Fitzpatrick Trophy finalist for football, a tremendous athlete. Here's Brady Toer. Oh, we thought he might go up with it. Instead, he gets Patia Donato inside, reverse.
Nah, he stepped out. First Bulldog turnover of the night.
It's a big Portland crowd tonight. They have a huge student section. And other students dispersed throughout.
Nice hands by Rugabira. Couldn't quite create the steal.
Oh, my goodness. Great instinct. The high off the glass. Wani Donato, Wani with the rebound. Brady Tower. To Rugabira. Rugabira to Charles. His Tower.
Yep, there's the isolation inside for Patia, but not quite getting good position.
So getting the shots off quickly. Remy, wow.
See, Steve, right there. Remy Joe didn't score a point on that possession, but he was responsible for that shot with his rebound and with his pass.
And consequently, Portland takes a 2-0 lead. 2.5 minutes here into the first quarter before either team scored. And a block. Tower outside for the three. And he hits it. Nice look, wide open. 5-0 now.
Yep.
5 minutes left in the first quarter.
Tower doesn't offer look to score, but he's got to hit those when they're open so he can keep the defense honest.
And we go inside, so, they do definitely have an inside game. Great pass, Holden Shaw for two.
Yep, Portland on the run.
Holden Shaw.
One of the three averaging in double figures for Oxford Hills, and you could add a fourth if you... Oh, nice play by Brady Tower. Back door and in. 7-2.
Again, Steve, every point he gets is bonus.
Whoop.
Play on.
Train wreck. Inside, it is another turnover.
That's 3 for the Vikings.
Pelletier could not get the handle on that. Here's Remy Jowani inside. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Oh, we're going to have a foul. The rebound was Tegan Pelletier's. First foul of the game. And they're not...
It'll be on Charles, I believe,
Okay.
number 2.
Yeah. There we go. Substitute now for Oxford Hills, Jake Carson.
Here's Portland with a 2-2-1 full court press. They'll try to trap up the sidelines.
Portland is ahead of the Vikings 7-2 right now.
Nice. Well, Palkinen's a great guard. Good ball movement.
Now look at that movement, my goodness. Carson for two. Carson's been averaging about 4 points a game.
Yeah, unselfish passing and on-time passing.
Here comes Kevin Rugabira now with Carson on him. Here's Charles. Brown. Whoop.
Yeah, Brady Tower mopping the floor with his jersey and the early going here. Draws the foul there. It'll be Bickford's first.
Team's first as well. Only one foul apiece, both teams. Pito Garam-Gisha now will check in, as it looks like Kennedy Charles will take a break.
As will Remy Jowani. And still on a monitored return, coming off his knee injury in football.
Right, and therefore Sam Esposito also comes in. Esposito wanting to post up. Garam-Gisha outside. He didn't make a ton of shots. He made a lot of attempts at the last game, but boy, he hit it when it counted. And the rebound there falls to Pulkkinen.
That ball fake gets the 2 threes lethal.
Can of corn there for Bickford for two. Oh, they're going to give him a three-pointer for that, and that's what he does. It's 7-7. It's 7-up with 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter. So we are back.
Rugabira into the lane, kicks to Patia. Straight up, good defense there by Bickford.
Wow, outside. Yeah, nice hands by Lincoln Merrill, who's in the game. And now for three. Donato with the rebound.
And he gives it away. Yeah, good ball movement there by Pelletier to find Pulkkinen.
And now it's 9-7 as Oxford Hills has taken a 2-point lead with 1:45 left in the first quarter.
9-2 Oxford Hills run in the last 3 minutes.
Gabera gets fouled on the way in. And I think that's going to be on Tanner Bickford.
Yeah, not a great angle for us from up here.
Nope, it's going to be Jake Carson's first foul, number 23. Yeah, a little difficult if the officials aren't going to go to the center court to call it. Rugabira for three.
A good look there by Kevin Rugabira.
Gives Portland a 1-point lead, 10-9. 1.5 minutes left here in the first quarter. Portland definitely holding its own against a potent Oxford Hills Vikings team.
Yeah, big defensive possession here. We talk all year about the ability to close out quarters.
Sam Esposito with the rebound. Hands it off to Brady Tower. Quickly down court. Rugabera again.
Yeah,
Why not? Another three.
You know, Steve, I wonder if he found a whole bunch of confidence in Auburn. He certainly brought it back to Portland.
13-9. The Dogs are in front. I'll let you deal with the runs, but I know that there are at least 2 threes in it.
Yeah, that stemmed the tide for Portland.
Again, tremendous ball movement for Oxford Hills, and the rebound to Pulkkinen. Back up, it doesn't fall. Patia Donato with the rebound. He's got Rugabira. Rugabira is blocked.
Yep, pull it out and be smart here. Yep, 25 seconds left.
Yeah, that'll be a Portland ball here. This is just early season, and this is so exciting, Frank.
Yeah, both these teams and coaches, I'm sure, are going to try to keep something in the back pocket for a later matchup.
Esposito over to Toer on the right side. He finds Rugabira inside. So outside, inside, Kevin Rugabira gives the Bulldogs a 6-point lead with 1 second left. And that shot from Tanner Bickford doesn't fall, so we're going to end the first quarter with the Bulldogs in front, 15-9. Okay, second quarter action here. Steve Schwartz and Frank Myatt for WPPS TV3.
Yeah, now it's Oxford Hills' turn to show some 2-3 zone. Portland struggled against the zone at EL.
Whoa. Well, that's going to be a foul.
Yep. That'll be Bickford second.
Way to take one for the team, Sam Esposito.
And again, a good hard ball fake against the zone.
He's a tough young man anyway. Number 12 checks in for Portland now, Eddie Antonio, as Kevin Rugabira will take a break. Oh, no, excuse me, it'll be Pepito Garamgisha. Rugabira is still in. Brady Toer inside. Outside again.
Yeah, why not?
Hot hand. They're going to give him the three-pointer.
Yep.
As I thought they should. 18-9 now. A 9-point Portland lead. Of course, it's early against a team like Oxford Hills. You take nothing for granted.
No, absolutely. They're a good team, an explosive team, but got to keep your foot on the gas pedal here. There's
turnover.
Forced error.
So you could say Oxford Hills a little bit disheveled. Coach Graffam will take a timeout. So will we. 7:10 left in the first half. 18-9, Dogs in front.
Toer bringing the ball up for Portland. Sam Esposito on the high post.
Here we go, Brady Toer.
Vikings back to man-to-man.
Rugabira inside, in the paint, hard, and Esposito underneath and fouled.
Well, I think it'll be on Carson. We'll wait for the indication from official Ray. Oh, it'll be on Pelletier, I believe.
His first.
2 shots for Sam Esposito.
His first time at the line this year, as I recall.
Makes the most of it.
First point of the game for him is Kennedy Charles comes in and Remy Jowani, and they'll replace Kevin Rugabira and Patillo Donato, who will take a well-needed rest. A 10-point lead here for the Dogs right now.
And a 12-0 run, that is, dating back to when 90 seconds were left in the first quarter.
I've just to tell you, Sam Esposito lives in my neighborhood, and I've seen him shooting for years. That is a nice touch right there.
Yep, and that's one of the controllables. You can control how well you take foul shots.
Outside, wide open. Why not? Pulkkinen, he's a dangerous player to leave open. Still breaking the run is Pulkkinen. Rugabira, no, excuse me, Guillaume Guicha set to check in. Here's Antonio underneath, back in and out again. Whoa. Remy Jowani.
I think this is a pretty good matchup for Portland. Oh, why not?
Esposito for 3, and he hits it. The Dogs are on fire with their shooting tonight. 23-12. And a nice rebound underneath for Shaw. Jump ball.
Arrow to the Vikings.
Remains Oxford Hills ball. So Guillaume Guicha back in. Don't say that the Bulldogs do not get fired up for big games. Soren, not nearly as much activity in terms of ball movement as there was.
Oh, there it is. Ooh. Foul's going to be on somebody aside from Remy Joe, because that was a clean block. Yeah, and it would be Tower got him low.
Now, does he get credit for the block or no?
He does not.
Yeah. Once the foul is made, that's that. I was just watching tonight Griffin Buckley's shot. It was a few years ago today that happened. He took that shot when the buzzer was.
Was that up in Gorham,
0.
if I remember correctly?
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. So 1 of 2 for Tegan Pelletier brings Oxford Hills to within 10. And oh my goodness! Oh goodness gracious! Guillaume Guicha rolls. We'll have an officials conference here.
Yeah, I think Coach Grafton said it's got to be a foul. Yeah, we are going to have a foul on Kennedy Charles. That Tower's up bleeding.
Yeah. He's having a great game. Let's get him back in here as soon as possible, but if we can. We hope he's well. Oh.
Nice fight by Pelletier. That's the foul on Remy Joe.
Yeah, it is indeed. And Pelletier will be shooting 2 at the line.
Number 10, Remy Jowani, he's first.
So Pelletier can bring the lead down into single digits. And he does with that shot. 23-14 is the score.
Yeah, kind of a silent comeback from Oxford Hills here. A lot of time at the foul line.
So there you go. 23-15 is the score. Wani against the full court press here. Oxford, oh, there goes Patillo over half court.
Yep, good look.
The open man is Drew Vayu. Kennedy Charles underneath.
Yep.
Brings it home for 2.
Yep, strong rebound, good put back.
Makes it a 10-point lead again, 25-15 for the Dogs. 4:45 left to go here in the first half.
Yep,
Back
there's that
and forth.
2-3. Oxford Hills going with the skip passes over the top. Expecting to try to get something into Pelletier high post. It's a nice look.
There's a 3-pointer there for Elias Soren, his first points of the game. Another dangerous weapon for the Vikings. 25-18 now. Remy Joe breaks the press. Kennedy Charles decides to tee up the 3, and maybe not great as Pelletier comes up with it.
Yeah, good defensive pressure there by Portland in the backcourt to slow down the Oxford Hills attack.
Charles with a rebound. It's 2-on-1. Charles underneath. Oh my goodness. And
frustration foul there.
yeah, by Rugabera. Not a great foul.
Just a little swipe. That'll be his first. Portland's 5th.
And Pepito Garam-Gisha will check in for Kevin Rugabera. Cole Pulkinen will bring it down after he got the inbound from Elias Soren. Here's Tegan Pelletier inside to Lincoln Merrill. Outside again. And Remy Jowani with the rebound, but he's doubled.
Yeah, nice split.
Garam-Gisha.
Gotta get it over, backcourt. 10-second violation. Either way, 5th Bulldog turnover. And nice pressure there from Oxford Hills.
We're going to have a Portland timeout. Joe Russo wants to talk this over. 25-18, 3:12 left. So we are back. Steve Schwartz, Frank Myatt, Tori Bachman on camera for WPPS TV3. Bringing you Portland Bulldogs basketball all year long. A very exciting contest here and a steal.
Rugabera, got to be careful, protect the ball here.
It's back out to Remy Jowani. Rugabera really had the hot hand today.
Yeah, he did a great job closing out the first quarter. A personal 8-0 run.
Remy Jowani loses it. Oh, nice ball protection. Up and in for Cole Pulkinen. His 7th point of the game, and now it's a 5-point lead. This press is troubling the Dogs.
That's that old adage, Steve, that pressure teams don't like to be pressed.
But Wani on the pass puts it in. It's a 7-point Dog lead here. Cole Pulkinen now beyond the arc. Inside, and it will be Portland ball.
Last off Pulkinen.
By my count, about 6-6 in turnovers.
That's what I have as well. Our very unofficial count.
So, here we go. Oh, wow, block by Remy Jowani.
Nice elevation.
Here comes Rugabera on the left side. Up and in. He is on fire tonight. His first points of this quarter, but on fire. 10 points. Leads all scorers.
Yeah, really taking that momentum from the Edward Weddle game.
Tegan Pelletier inside out. Soren now. Pulkinen. Kennedy Charles on him. Tegan Pelletier. The long three doesn't fall. Remy Giovanni with yet another rebound. Rugabira now with Soren on him. Kennedy Charles cutting through is Remy Giovanni. Cutting through again, Jesse Kamas. We see him for the first time tonight.
Good look.
Batia for three. He hits it.
Yeah, Portland's hot tonight.
Everybody is hot tonight. 6 3-pointers by 4 different people. 2 for Rugabira, 2 for Tower, 1 for Patia, and 1 for Esposito. 32-20. It's a 12-point lead with 45 seconds left in the first half.
Yep, 7-0 Portland run. Again, Steve, we talk about closing out quarters. Good defensive possession here from the Dogs. Would go a long way. There it is.
And Patia Donato gets the rebound and is fouled. But we're not in danger of 1-1 yet. I don't think either team's going to make it with 30 and a half seconds left.
Nope,
so the kind of game that you like to see, Frank.
Nothing wrong with physical basketball. And I'm sure both these coaches want that. I mean, Oxford Hills they won the football state championship. They're not afraid of physicality. A lot of players crossing over. And Portland's always up for a rock fight. So
it's a really good point. They actually beat Thornton Academy. Oh, there's the steal. And the dunk for Pulkkinen with emphasis brings Oxford Hills to within 10. This press is troubling. Here comes Wani in the corner. Skying for the rebound. Kennedy Charles off, but Kamas gets a hold of it. Oh my goodness. What excitement. That's going to end the first half. The Dogs have a 10-point lead, 32-22. We will join you with Mike Hoffer in a moment. Mike Hoffer, oh my goodness. The Dogs are up by 10 at halftime.
Well, I think this is the team that the Coach Russo wants to see. I mean, this is the best, probably the best Portland's played all season and a half. They've come out with great energy. It doesn't take much to get up against a top foe that comes in undefeated, and I think all the Portland people are thinking, we're just as good as this team. Let's go out and show it. For 16 minutes, they've showed it. We'll see if they can do it for 16 more, but what a great start. Some players you didn't really necessarily expect to be hitting shots have hit shots in the first half, 6 threes altogether. If the Bulldogs keep shooting like this, it's going to be a great night for them.
Well, it has certainly started out that way, Frank. And leading the Dogs is Kevin Rugabira with 10 points, Brady Tower with 8, and Patia Donato and Sam Esposito with 5 apiece. 2 threes for Rugabira, 2 for Brady Tower, 1 for Patia, 1 for Sam Esposito. So we have the good fortune of having a basketball person actually on camera in Tori Bachman. She said something has to be done to get past that press.
Yeah, I mean, that was the key. You saw Oxford Hills rattle Portland at the closeout of the half. That turnover led to some points. But, for me, it's move the ball, pass the ball. Ball fake against the zone press, get it to the middle, and take your time. Brady Tower hasn't gone back in since he was bloodied in that kind of physical play on the end. He's a player who can put it on the floor and control the basketball. Really limiting those turnovers is going to be key for Portland because really they've done a lot without their top scorers scoring. Remy Giovanni has 2 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. He's sharing the ball. Patia Donato, 5 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. He's also sharing the ball. When Kevin Rugabira and Brady Tower are the 2 leading scorers, that's telling you something about how this team is getting the passes off, and they're getting off a little closer to on time than we've seen all year.
And, of course, they've got the hot hand tonight. On the other hand, they're holding Cole Pulkkinen to 9 points, Tegan Pelletier to 3, Soren to 3, and Holden Shaw to 2.
Yeah, I think, all in all, Portland's done a great job. I feel like, at times Oxford Hills has settled a little too much for the perimeter shot. They've got some big guys. I think they want to pound the ball down low if they can a little bit. And then, of course, as they did late in the first half, get some offense off their defense. But, Portland has really executed the game plan almost to perfection here in this first half.
Folks, can the Bulldogs keep the hot hand? We'll let you know in just a moment. Right now, they're up by 10. So as we get ready for second half action, we had a chance to talk with Taylor Mannix, who said that Taylor, of course, Mannix and Mannix 10 to 2 every day on WJAB, and also has a Starting 5 podcast with our friend Greg Levinsky. Says he's not surprised by this lead. Portland High School inside. What he might be a little surprised about is what the score is, and that it's not a low-scoring affair.
Yeah, I mean, with a little research, we could confirm this, Steve, but this feels like the most points Portland scored in a half all year.
Yes.
It's been a low-scoring, kind of muck it up, make it an ugly game kind of team, but they hit a whole bunch of shots in that first half, and they're not apologizing or giving even back anytime soon.
So Kevin Rugabira and Brady Tower, who has a little bit of Kleenex in his nose here, or in order to be able to play this game. Having jarring with the referees a little bit, having a little fun.
Yeah, both teams, their original lineups, Pulkin and Pelletier, Soren, Shaw, and Bickford for the Vikings, Rugabira, Charles, Tower, Wani, and Donato for the Bulldogs.
Okay, so Rugabira now with Soren on him. In the corner is Tower. That did not go well.
But again, as you saw, Steve, they had to close out on him. In the past, I think teams would have just kind of given him the room there. But you hit 2 threes, they're starting to think about you a little bit. Travel.
Yeah, we have, oh, goodness gracious. I thought they were going to call the reaching foul on Rugabira, but instead, it's a travel.
No, I think that was off 2 of Shaw's hands.
So the 10-point lead here, half a minute into the second half. Boy, if the Dogs can pull this off, it would be a statement win. Of course, good teams never really mind losing and having their teams learn from it, but nevertheless, Oxford Hills is undefeated right now.
And it would certainly give your team some confidence.
Nice move by Wani. His 4th point of the game. If he gets hot, watch out. It's now a 12-point Portland lead. Poking him with the ball.
Yep. Portland back in 2-3.
Over to Bickford. Inside Pelletier, back out again. The open shooter. The rebound is to Patia Donato on the miss by Soren.
And Wani slipped, just lost it out of bounds there.
7 up for turnovers. Inside, Pelletier loses it.
Yep.
Both teams a little skittish.
Yeah, just a couple uncharacteristic turnovers from 2 experienced players there.
Brady Tower over half court.
Man-to-man from Oxford Hills.
Charles. Rugabira steps out. Tower. Fakes it. Sees Remy Joe Wani. Wani with Pelletier on him. That's quite an assignment. Pelletier and Wani on each other.
Yeah, 2 number 10s, 2 of the top players in the state.
Wani with Bickford on him.
Oh, 5-second violation. And Coach Russo is not happy with Tom Ray. He felt that Remy Joe Wani had broken contain, but that's a turnover.
Inside, outside.
Yeah, again, nice ball movement from the Vikings.
And good defense, though, by the Dogs. Of course, here's the open man in the corner. Nope.
Yeah, nice take by Pulkinen. He's having a nice little game here, his 11th point.
Brings the Vikings to within 10. Here, here's Wani. With Bickford on him. Tia Donato. All of the Dogs had a hot hand in the first half. We're 3 minutes into the second half, and one dog has scored, Remy Jowani. Nice look, rebound Pulkkinen.
And nice work pushing up court. There's going to be a foul on Donato, I think, on the trail. And we'll be on Patia, his first. Dogs first, the second half.
And you could see Brady getting a little bit upset, and right away Coach Russo will let him calm down and brings in Pepito Garamgisha.
And as a coach, it's one of those things you got to say to your players, let me do my job. You know, there's no chance the official will listen to a player. There's a chance he might get in if you're a coach.
Way downtown for the three-pointer, Elias Soren, his second three-pointer of the game, 6 points, 34-27 as the Vikings claw back.
And maybe that's a good end of the court to shoot at tonight.
Charles looking for the cutter. Second one through is Rugabera. He goes inside out, stops. Rebound, Soren. Brings it down. Oh, we have travel. My goodness.
10 turnovers for Oxford Hills to 8 for the Bulldogs.
Lincoln Merrill is going to check in for Holden Shaw. Here comes Garamgisha. Over half court. Over the lobster.
There's a 5-second call. Quick count here.
Again, Coach Russo not happy with that call.
Well, no, blame him. There's a little bit of contact, and if the contact's not a foul, at least has to break containment.
Can you explain the 5-second rule, Frank?
That player's closely guarded with the ball, has to either break contain or get rid of the ball within 5 seconds.
What does break or contain mean?
Yeah, so he has to break that closely guarded pocket there where the defender is.
Okay. Or contain.
No, that's the containment. He has to break that containment or get rid of the ball.
One or the other. Within 5 seconds. For the benefit of those at home. Whoa. Boom. Brady Tower was mauled, it looked like, from here.
I think he ran into his own man on the dribble handoff.
Could be. Remy Jowani outside. The dogs will regroup. Here's Kennedy Charles. A very physical game tonight, yet not many fouls being called.
Yeah, a lot of hands on. To me, that's just good SMAA basketball.
Yeah, and this time Kennedy Charles will be shooting 2. Let's see.
I think it'll be 35, Lincoln Merrill.
That'll be his first of the night.
Number 35, Lincoln Merrill, this one.
And 2 shots for Kennedy Charles here.
He can make it a 9-point lead. Charles with that. I love that shot, that line drive.
I'm glad you like it. It makes my skin crawl. Gotta get some legs under it, Kennedy.
Druveya will come in for Kevin Rugabera, who's quiet this half. No points. He had 10 in the first half. A little more arc on it. Either way, he hits 2, brings the Dogs to a 9-point, 36-27 lead. 2:44 left here in the third quarter.
That Portland sticking with 2-3 zone.
Good ball movement. This is a team well versed in fundamentals. Charles for the steal. Regroups.
Nice
Remy
hands
Joe
by Remy
Wani.
Joe. That'll stay Oxford Hills ball.
Of course, time is on the dog's side, although we're only in the third quarter here. 2:13 left in this quarter. Pulkkinen back out again.
Good look. Short.
That will be Portland ball.
Now the crowd letting him have it on the air ball.
Jake Carson, number 23.
Jake Carson will come in for Elias Soren. 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. Dogs up by 9. Tore over half court. He's got Kennedy Charles on the right. Here comes Wani cutting through.
That pass was on time. Good defensive rotation by Oxford Hills. Portland ball underneath.
Tower is back out on the floor here. And he comes to the ball. Oh my goodness. Bayo outside. Pelletier rumbling, stumbling down. Pass no good. He comes in for the rebound, and he's going to be fouled on the way up, I think, by Brady Tower.
Yeah, nice court awareness there by Tegan Pelletier to get himself in position for the offensive rebound. And he draws the foul as well.
One foul, number 3, Brady Tower. The second.
Sometimes it doesn't look from here like they're on their way up. Do you think that the officials will give the players benefit of the doubt, or is he clearly on the way up from your perspective?
I thought he was definitely raising his hands.
Okay. And that's what it takes.
Yeah, I mean, he's going up to shoot and gets impeded.
Even if it looks low or what have you.
Yep.
So there you go. Pelletier misses that. Brady Tower comes up with it. And he's fouled by Tegan Pelletier.
That Coach Graffam not impressed. And that will be Pelletier's second. Viking second.
What do you suppose upset Graffam, the fact that there was a foul or that it was called?
I just think it was called.
Tower, my goodness. Well, that's one way to break the press.
Yeah.
Well, a block.
Yep.
Nice effort by Pelletier getting back there, my goodness.
Yeah, Esposito caught the ball thinking he had plenty of time.
36-28, Dogs in front, 1:16 left here in the third quarter. Portland has never been behind.
You gotta get rid of it. Oxford Hills on-ball defense is fantastic in this game.
Wow, what a move! 10 points for Brady Tower. And a 10-point lead for the Dogs. 44 seconds left in the third quarter. If we had a replay, we'd play it.
That was something. Nice leaner by
Fall away,
Pelletier.
yep. For 2, that's 5 points for Pelletier. Once again, Portland trying to break the press here. Here's Brady Tower. Going to get it over.
Oh boy.
And he's fouled.
That's going to be on Pelletier. Maybe foot to foot.
No. Let's see.
Foul number 10.
Yeah, it is 3 on
It's
Pelletier.
his third. Very important to get him, although he's not having a big game tonight. Of course, he's, in terms of his scoring, he's always a dangerous player.
And it's kind of like Remy Joe, you know, just that general court awareness, confidence.
Drawing the foul, Patia Donato. He'll be shooting 2.
Yep, and that'll be on
Foul is on number 23.
Jake Carson.
His second. Oh, I guess his third. According to
second
Peter
by
Griffin.
my count. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Shouldn't matter.
Patia Donato here at the line. Hits the first one. Dogs up by 9.
Got to hit the freebies here.
And they have been repeatedly tonight.
Just a generally good shooting night for Portland.
As Elias Soren checks back in for Lincoln Merrill. Donato misses that, but it's anybody's ball. It's going to be Tegan Pelletier on the rebound. There's 9 seconds left. They have time. Pelletier up. It does not fall. The Dogs will take a 9-point lead into the fourth quarter. So here we go. The final 8 minutes of regulation. The Portland Bulldogs are up. They are ranked 2. The Vikings are ranked 1. They're up by 9. The Dogs, 39-30. Steve Schwartz and Frank Myatt here on WPPS TV 3. Number 42, Tanner Bickford. Big man.
Portland sticking in that 2-3 zone.
Taking Pelletier for 3.
Nice.
Watch out.
You figured they'd heat up at some point.
Well, now would be the time to do it. Wani and a steal. Up and in and a foul.
Yeah, nice take by Soren there. The foul will be on Ruggiero, his second.
That was Polkinen's basket. And he'll be shooting 1 here to make it a 3-point play. They're within 4 right now. Make it within 3.
Yeah, Portland still struggling to break that press. Travel. 11 turnovers for Portland. They take the lead in the sack category. Nobody wants to lead in.
And the Dogs are going to take a timeout. Something's got to break here. Frank will stay with it as Coach Russo will meet with his team.
Timeout, Portland.
We'll take a break. So a lot of media representation tonight. Of course, Mike Hoffer on the left, Steve Craig from the Press Herald on the right. Greg Levinsky is here. Taylor Mannix is here. I dare say there's at least one channel here filming, whether it's 13.6 or 8, we're not sure.
I think I saw the other 2 cameras at some point in the evening as well. So certainly a high-profile matchup here. And the game itself hasn't disappointed so far.
No, it hasn't, although Portland's had a comfortable lead, although I dare say no lead against Oxford Hills is comfortable, but they've had a rather comfortable lead all game. Oxford Hills brings it to within 3, and they have possession of the ball.
Yeah, 6 quick points in 30 seconds. Excuse me, Steve. 2 turnovers. Portland's really got to clean up their press break.
Well, hopefully that is something that they worked on in a very long practice that they had yesterday. And Soren now will take the ball in.
Nice dish.
The open man underneath is Holden Shaw for 2.
Unselfish basketball, Steve. Pelletier could have taken it himself. He found the open man for 2.
Ruggiero now. Excuse me, Gamgisha to Tower. No challenge here. Here we go now. The Oxford Hills Vikings are within 1.
Nice look.
And we Joe Wani for 3. 42-38. 6:44 left. Polkinen, he's a natural.
Yeah, senior point guard, Steve. You talked about fundamentals. Teams with these senior point guards like Polkinen don't make mistakes. They're going to get their passes out crisply and on time.
Well, no call there. And the nice floater and in for Bickford for 2. Brings Oxford Hills to within 2. Tower worried here. There's 3 on 1. But he gets it off to Patia Donato, thankfully for the Dogs. This really gives us a chance to see who Coach Russo likes when the pressure is on, too. Who's out there right now. Tower. Almost bumps into Kennedy Charles. Pepito Garamgisha drives in and is fouled, a blocking foul.
And we'll see if it's on the floor or on the shot. It'll be 13, Elias Soren, his first. Vikings 5th. It is on the shot.
So Garamgisha now with a chance to make it a 2-possession game. Of course, 5.5 minutes left. Coming in 30 seconds into Susie Schwartz time there, Frank.
That last 2 minutes of any game.
Last 5, yeah.
Last 5, that is.
Garamgisha hits the first one, his first point of the night. And again, a very important point. If he gets hot now, why not?
Yeah, you're going to make the free ones.
Hits them both and does make it a 4-point lead for the Dogs.
By my count, that is, Steve, Portland has only missed once from the foul line tonight. So you want to win a big game, take care of the free throws.
Round the horn, still great ball movement for Oxford Hills. Oh my gosh, what a pass inside.
Good foul there by Pepito Garamgisha. It's his first, but he prevented the easy layup. Now we'll send Holden Shaw to the line to earn those points instead of just being gifted him. Heads up play by the junior guard.
First basket sunk by Holden Shaw. 3 points this half. 5 for the game. Jesse Kamas gets set to check in for the Dogs. Can of corn for Holden Shaw. And coming in for him will be Lincoln Merrill.
There's that 2-2-1 from Oxford Hills again, using their size, long arms.
Garamgisha comes out. Toward Pepito, to Patia, and now,
trap.
Yeah, but broken, and there's Kamas.
Nice
he
work.
sees the open man. Patia Donato, he's a football player, you could tell on that pass.
Hand check. Things getting a little bit tighter here, Steve. 3 fouls on Bickford, and the 6th on the Vikings.
So the Dogs will be shooting 1-1 on the next foul. The Dogs only have 4 right now. Patia Donato to check it in here. He's got Kamas. Here's Tower. 44-42 is the score, folks. 2-point lead for the Dogs. 4.5 minutes left in regulation of this game. That was a dangerous pass. Juani Donato. Rebound Pelletier. Throwing those elbows around, he gets it. Round the horn. Here we go, Soren. Pelletier. And we're going to have a Coach Graffam timeout here with 4:01 left in regulation of this game, and the Dogs up by 2. As Elias Soren will take the ball out. Tegan Pelletier. Polkinen. Bickford. Polkinen again with Rugabira on him. Inside, Tegan Pelletier. It does not fall, and the rebound comes to Patia Donato.
His 7th rebound. Big defensive possession there for Portland.
And this time, the press is not on. Why do you suppose they would stop that when it was so effective?
Travel.
Well, that's a shame.
I'll pick up the turnover anyway, but to your point, Steve, it might just give your team a little rest. And typically the press would be off a make. I think off a Portland miss, it's tough to set up a zone press properly. where it could be pass layup before your defense gets in place. As time winds down, though, I would not be surprised to see Oxford Hills press man-to-man off of this.
There's the open man for the three. Elias Soren, his third three of the game. He gives Oxford Hills a 1-point lead, and the press is on.
Yeah, I believe the first Oxford Hills lead of the game.
Blocking foul.
That one could have gone either way. Fortuitous call for the Bulldogs. We'll have 1-1 for Petilla Donato.
Bickford has his fourth foul of the night. Coach Graffam is not happy.
I can't blame him, Steve. I mean, in Maine high school basketball, more often than not, that call is going to be a charge.
To me, it looked like he was in control. He was just running. But, what do I know? I try to surround myself with people that know more about basketball than me, like you, Frank Myatt.
I don't know that much more than about you, Steve. So
here comes Remy Jowani for Jesse Kamas.
Yeah, so Portland again going a little bit small here.
It's a tie game right now, 3:02 left.
Yeah, 5 guys on the floor can handle the basketball for Portland.
Donato with only the second miss of the night on a foul shot. That's going to be a foul on Charles, or at least it's going to remain Oxford Hills ball.
Just tapped out of bounds.
Coach Graffam is saying, didn't you hear that slap?
The old adage, the hand's part of the ball, I guess.
Right. They're not part of the bat, I can tell you that.
Umpire Steve Schwartz. Little League World Series umpire Steve Schwartz.
There we go. Cole Pulkkinen.
A wide open look.
Yeah, I mean, that's great ball movement. Bickford for the three when it counts. It's a 2-point Oxford Hills game now. 2:18 left, trying to break the press here of the Dogs. Tia Donato to Remy Jowani in the corner to Giram Gisha. Wani will bring it back out. So it's actually a 3-point.
Yeah, that was a 3.
Yeah. Lead now.
Travel.
It's a travel.
Quick shuffle of the feet. 13th Bulldog turnover to 10 for Oxford Hills.
And that may be the difference in a close game like this. 1:53 left, 48-45, a 3-point lead.
Yeah, 1-2-2 zone press from Portland, 3-quarter court trap. Jeremy Geisha's got to get a hand on that pass.
Oxford Hills time on their side, but Tegan Pelletier misses. The rebound, Remy Jowani in the corner. Fake, inside Kennedy Charles. Up and not in. A little bit of a wild shot there, Lincoln Merrill with the rebound. Coach Graffam wants a timeout. We'll take 1-2 with 1:19 left. The Dogs are now down by 3. So as we get ready here for the last 1 minute, 19 seconds, it's going to be Oxford Hills ball. They look kind of just jovial about it.
Yeah, Portland's got to get a hand on a pass here. A deflection would be huge. As they said in this 1-2-2. That's why you get Petilla Donato on top with long arms. Let's get a touch. Good break by Oxford.
Sure hands. Pulkkinen. Tegan Pelletier. Wow.
Yeah, physical again. It's been that way all game. Block. Definite block. Yeah, Tower was going down as he slid in.
His third foul of the night.
And not a bad foul. I mean, that just Portland still with 1 foul to give.
And
number 3, Grady Toller.
I think Coach Russo signaled for a timeout.
what we have to figure out here is the scoreboard says 5 left for both. I mean, it doesn't keep score of the timeouts.
Now, Coach Russo still has one.
So, with a minute left here, just under a minute left, Frank, what do the Dogs have to do to win this game besides score more than 3 points?
Well, Steve, I would say, again, get a deflection. The deflections are what create the turnovers. You know, they're in the right position with it out of the 1-2-2. Wouldn't be surprised to see something, just a quick trap on an inbound pass, try to create a turnover, get Oxford Hills flustered. But these players like, Polkinen, for example, senior point guard, he's not getting flustered. Tegan Pelletier hit that huge shot in the regional final game last year. He's not going to get flustered in this game. This is a veteran Oxford Hills team that you expect to take care of the ball. Portland's just going to have to get a hand in the passing lane, get a deflection, strip the ball from someone. And from there, if that doesn't happen, they got to get a foul off. They need to get in a situation where they can foul and send Oxford Hills to the line so they have a chance of getting the ball back.
Well, we're going to see what happens here as Cole Polkinen will take it in. Oxford Hills has really changed this game around.
There's the trap.
Going to call a foul.
And again, Coach Russo's not pleased with that. They have been letting contact go all game. But in the grand scheme of things, Steve, that gets Portland, no more fouls to give. That's a good thing. They're going to have to send Oxford Hills to the line at some point here. You want the turnover there, but Pelletier could just as easily have broken that trap.
Well, something's got to happen. There's 43 seconds, and, Oxford Hills has the lead.
You got to get up on him, defend the ball. And got to really think about fouling here.
And, of course, whoa, here we go. It's a steal. Here's Remy Chowani. Up and in.
Timeout. Coach Russo takes his last. 19 seconds left.
So the Dogs are down by 1. It's 48-47. There are 19 seconds left, and it's going to be Oxford Hills ball. What do you look to see here on the inbound, Frank?
It's going to be a quick trap. Portland has to, again, try to get a piece of the inbound, a little similar to the other end, just 94 feet away. Get a piece of the inbound pass. If you can't do that, trap. And if you're not getting the trap, quick foul. 19 seconds is an eternity in basketball time. So there's still plenty of time. We could have a couple possessions down at each end. The big piece there is I believe that's Coach Russo's last time out. So even if they were to hit a shot, they won't be able to do this again. So right now I'm sure he's going through the processes for here's what we're doing on a make, here's what we're doing on a miss. And really kind of setting up his plan for the end of the game. We saw Remy Chowani with the steal go coast to coast. As we saw against Edward Whittle, I would expect the ball in his hands if the Bulldogs can get another possession here.
And by the same token, Oxford Hills, Coach Grafham's got to be saying control the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. Coach Grafham, by my count, has one timeout left. I think if he gets in a tight trap, he may bang that last timeout just to hold on to possession. But it's about those deflections early and a quick trap. Here we go.
And he's yelling at his team, hold the ball.
Yep, nice hands again. That's the deflection. You get a chance for a turnover and you get a hand on the ball. Now it's a stationary inbound pass, so Oxford Hills can't run the baseline.
Polkinen.
Got a foul here. Got a foul.
Tegan Pelletier did not like being fouled. I think it'll be on Kevin Rugabira.
Yeah, it is.
It's only 10.9 seconds left here, but this is now Coach Russo is taking as much of a timeout as he can. Smart play there.
Yeah, absolutely. So 1-1 for Tegan Pelletier.
I mean, this is not the problem, right? The problem is that if he hits them both, Portland's got to hit a 3.
Yep, absolutely. And again, right now it's got to get the rebound. Short.
Oh, my goodness.
Big rebound by Soren.
Another foul.
Yeah, huge rebound by Elias Soren there.
.5 seconds left. Really, Oxford Hills in the driver's seat here.
Sink them both, and it's going to be a tall task for Portland.
Because they can't even call a timeout. It's 48-47. Pelletier misses again, and it's going to be Portland ball.
Wow, I thought that was off Remy Joe, but they're saying it's off Soren. So stationary inbound. Here comes the pressure from Oxford Hills.
Portland can win it with 2.
You've got to get the ball out of your hands.
Oh, that's the end. They did not get the shot off. And Oxford Hills is going to defeat Portland in one of the most exciting games of the year.
That's certainly, this one lived up to its billing, Steve.
And my goodness, Frank and I will be back to wrap up. In just a moment, we'll catch, of course, the two coaches, the two legends, really. Joe Russo and Scott Graffam shaking hands at center court. And folks, we're going to wrap up for you in just a moment. So, you know, Coach Russo, Frank, said after the last very exciting win at EL to Mike Hoffer, you know, they didn't really expect to win tonight. But, boy, the way they came out and the way they played all game, they gave them a run for their money, and they almost pulled it off.
Well, I mean, when you're talking about two of the top teams in the region, especially if one's a clear favorite, like as Coach Russo's been saying all year, Oxford Hills has been in his mind, just putting yourself in the position to win is almost more important. This is a team that Portland will see one more time next week, in fact, in Oxford Hills, and then likely a third time in the playoffs. So this has to be a good confidence boost, even coming off the loss, to know you can play with this team. This is a team that you can come out and battle with. You're not going to get run off the floor by Oxford Hills.
Portland kept Oxford Hills leading scorers to single digits, with the exception of Cole Polkinen, who had 14 points tonight. Tegan Pelletier had 9, as did Elias Soren, 8 points for Tanner Bickford and 6 for Holden Shaw. So they did their best to contain their best players. Portland, on the other hand, had 10 points apiece from Kevin Rugabira and Brady Tower, 9 from Remy Jowani, 7 from Patia Donato. A very interesting game here tonight. One factor is that neither Tower nor Rugabira did much by way of scoring in the second half.
Yeah, and there was kind of like a little power outage for Portland, and credit to Oxford Hills for putting a little more pressure on their shooters. You saw Brady Tower get some wide open looks, knock him down. Sam Esposito get a wide open look, knock it down in the first half. In the second half, Oxford Hills was closing out. You saw him closing out on Tower. You saw the block that Pelletier had on Esposito on what looked to be a transition 3. So credit to Coach Graffam in making his adjustments, but you can't take this away from Portland. They shot well, and they put themselves in position to win.
Folks, that's going to do it from the Expo tonight, where the Dogs lose a very, very close game, 48-47. The next game will be at Wyndham, and Frank will be there to bring it with you to you. I'll be on assignment. This is Steve Schwartz for Frank Myatt, Tori Bachman, Mike Hoffer saying so long from the Portland Expo, where tonight the Bulldogs are defeated 48-47 by the Oxford Hills Vikings. Good night.